crazy. Curmel was really aggressive when talking about Zachlin, and of course they have history back in amateurs. But when he was asked about Abdullah, and you didn't see him tweet shit about Abdullah, you didn't see him say nothing. Curmel said,
Nah,
"I'll catch him as belt to ass." You know what I mean? But when he was asked about Abdullah, he was on that. Oh yeah, we can fight. Yeah, you know what I mean. You know, Curmel be sounding. He sound kind of funny and shit when he talk. Yeah, we can do this. But when he was asked about Zachlin, now you talking about belt to ass.
yeah,
So
I don't think he ready for Abdullah anyways.
dog, if he's not ready now, he's never gonna be ready. This is the
That
thing
he's
that y'all, that everybody, man, I may be one of the greatest boxing content creators in the U.S. That's one of the reasons I took my channel down. But there's something that people are not understanding, bro. Most of the top, you don't get better in boxing as you age. Like, that's a misconception. Your timing may get better. You may be more confident, but there's no way that you at 31 could perform as good as you did at 21. If you weren't performing good at 21, that means mentally you didn't have it. But physically, that's your best. 21, physically, you're better than you are at 31. 31, you may have more of that grown man strength, but your brain is slower at 31 than it was at 21. Your fast muscles, your lungs, your lung capacity, everything is worse at 31 than at 21. That's why the more dominant boxers throughout history, they were already champions, 20 years old, 19 years old. You know what I mean? You had fucking what's my man name? Wilfredo, is it not Gomez?
Benitez.
Benitez, Wilfred Benitez. So you had Benitez, a damn teenager, whooping ass because the younger you are, the faster your cells divide, the faster your heart rate can go. You know what I mean? When I say cell division, what does that mean? That means since your cells are dividing faster, you can get into a fight and be healed the next day. You could train 2, 3 times a day and be healed the next day. That's what teenagers and young men could do. At 30 years old, you can't do that. When Floyd started to get older, he stopped training every day. He started training every other day. He still would train 3, 4, 5 times a day, but he couldn't do it every day anymore. He had to cut down the training. And he had some dominant performances in his 30s, but Pretty Boy Floyd was gone. So what I'm getting at is the saying that people say is so common. They say, "Oh man, he ain't ready. He ain't ready. He ain't ready." This nigga been boxing his whole life. All of these fighters, like Tank, Curmel, Shakur, Keyshawn, even the Cubans, they have been fighting since they were jits, since they were 5, 6 years old. If you're 20
Yeah,
years
but
old, and you've been boxing for 15 years, and you're 20 years old, and there's somebody out there that you're not ready for, you're never gonna be fucking ready. You're never gonna be ready.
I don't believe in the notion that just because you was training since you was a kid, you gonna automatically be the best. Cause there's some
No,
motherfuckers.
no, it don't mean that. And I feel you because that has no correlation just because you've been training since you were 6 or 7. I'm saying the fact that they've been training that long, and you have guys who started at 14 and 15, like Ray Robinson and Salvador Sanchez. You know what I mean? And they fucking some of the best that you're ever gonna see. So it's not necessarily how early you start. It's just that if you've already started at 6 and 7, by the time you're 20 years old, there's nobody out there that you should be. Oh man, I need a few more rounds. I need a couple more years under my belt. Nigga, you've been boxing for 15 years.
Yeah, you're right.
What
At
the
that
fuck?
point, it's
If
just
I go to if I
mental.
go to college and I get a bachelor's and a master's, and then I go to get a PhD, and I've been in school for 10 to 12 years, I'm ready to start getting paid as a doctor, bro. I'm not about to be. No shit, I might need another 4 years. What? You've been boxing for 15. A man boxed from the time he's 5 years old to 20. I ain't ready for this other nigga though. You're never gonna be ready. These dudes are mentally they weak as fuck, and nobody points it out because nobody. I don't know if they just don't look at it like that, but you have to understand. You've put 15 years into a trade, into hand-to-hand combat. That's it. You cannot the stuff that the gift that they were given, the opportunity they were given. I wish I could go back. I started in my 20s, and I'm out here whooping ass. I wish I could have started at 5. The kinetic chain in their body, the muscle memory in their body, it cannot be taught. So these people are supposed to be dominating. Ain't no, I'm not ready. I'm not this. I'm not that. Mike Tyson started at 12, was world champion by 19. That's how it is. 6, 7 years, top level fighters. That's all they need. Ray Robinson started at 14. I think he went pro at 17 or 18.
Yeah, he stole
And
somebody's identity.
yeah, and he said that he could have been the world champion the first year, but he didn't get the opportunity. That's probably why Ray Robinson decided to become a 33rd degree Mason. But Ray Robinson, after 5, 6 years, was world class, the best in the world, or one of the best in the world, and literally was trying to get championship opportunities, and the mob wouldn't give it to him. So all of this, I'm not ready, I'm not this. These people just pussy, bro.